This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fluid Form Bio, developing innovative 3D printing living pancreatic tissue to help combat type 1 diabetes. For the first time, you can join this visionary mission. Visit fluidformbio.com or their page on Start Engine to learn more about this exciting work.
Hi everybody, Danielle Noyes here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. You heard Matt talk about it this morning. We are on the road, had a booth yesterday at Ski, New Hampshire, and had an awesome time. Met so many wonderful people, heading over to Vermont later on today, but can still bring you all the weather info. And let's talk about it. The main story here is the wildfire smoke. You see it out there. Some of us will be able to smell it later on today. I'll let you know where that's going to thin kind of coming up in the next 24 to 48 hours, where we get hazy skies from that. Heat and humidity building in. It's going to peak during the day tomorrow. Most thunderstorm action is probably going to be focused on Friday, but some of that will linger for Saturday in some spots. We'll break that down too. So the moderate to sometimes thick smoke that's kind of filtering that sun, giving that kind of hazy gray look to the sky out there today, that will slide east by this evening. It's still in spots, so that will make for a pretty sunset, although it may kind of block things out pretty substantially this evening. Thins a little bit overnight tonight. Tomorrow we get that hazy look to the sky again, but the thickest smoke will be focused across northern New England. Still, many of us will see it out there in the sky and give that hazy appearance, and then by the time we get to Friday morning, it'll thin just a little bit more. At the surface, some of us may be able to smell it, particularly this evening and then tomorrow in northern New England at times. Otherwise, you notice it's very, very light, a lower chance of having any of that surface smoke impact things, but nonetheless, air quality may be a bit of a concern. If you have respiratory illnesses, things like that, you may notice the difference here, of course, today, and then again by the time we get tomorrow too. Cold front coming in. Moisture down to the south. In fact, the National Hurricane Center at one point was watching the low pressure that's off the Carolinas that's going to be moving in through Georgia and the Carolinas during the day tomorrow. Low chance of development now, pretty much zero as it moves inland, but just want to mention that. Cold front comes over us tomorrow, and that's going to focus a couple of showers and thunderstorms, pop-up stuff in central and northern New England. Couple of the storms may get a little bit feisty tomorrow afternoon with some downpours and some lightning, so just be mindful of that in Vermont, New Hampshire, Northwest Maine especially. By the time we get to Friday, the front's over us, it kind of wobbles. So here's the thing, that's going to focus some downpours, some thunderstorms on Friday. Couple of them may be on the stronger side. There'll be slow movers too. So Matt talked about this earlier this week. There may be some localized flooding that results on Friday because we get these numerous downpours and the ground is waterlogged in many spots from the recent rain. Here's the good news on Saturday. So I'm trying to find it, right? With so many wet Saturdays and weekends in a row. Look at the map here on Saturday morning. Yes, there will be some showers, downpours, and thunderstorms around. They will mainly be focused in central, western, northern New England with that front. There's another little wave of low pressure that goes by to our south and east. And so it will be cloudy. It will be overcast much of the day. But I do think, particularly in southeastern New England, we squeeze in a dry morning, maybe even early afternoon in terms of not heavy action over us. I know there's so many plans this weekend, high school graduations, things of that nature. There will be a chance of a shower or thunderstorm coming in later in the day, and that's the cold front that comes in. Bottom line, not a washout the whole day. And then Sunday does look mainly dry. There'll be a decrease in humidity. You'll notice that for the second half of the weekend. Maybe a shower that comes into western New England later on Sunday. So we'll keep you posted on that. High temperatures for our Thursday, up around 90 degrees. So the heat peaking. There will be some localized sea breeze. It's going to be sticky tomorrow. You will feel the difference. So it's summertime heat. Take it easy. Matt talked about the tips yesterday. Hydrate. Light-colored, lightweight clothing makes a difference just because it's hot, and this is kind of the first heat we've had. So we got to acclimate to it a little bit. If you haven't put the AC in yet or you don't have it, open up the windows if you can. Allergies, obviously the pollen is still high, but we do drop into the 60s for our Thursday night, so that'll bring a little bit of relief, cool the house down a bit. Friday, not as hot, but still humid. Highs in the 70s at the coast. Once again, a sea breeze kicks in, but we should manage some 80s inland. Our app's going to be a great tool to have the next several days to track some of the storms that pop up. Saturday will be in the 70s. probably about 70 to 75 for most of us. Again, the scattered showers, downpours, chance of thunder is focused in central and northern New England that kind of gradually and slowly sifts south and east during the day. Highs on Sunday will be in the 70s again as well, probably 65 to 70 on Cape Cod. I think the biggest difference on Sunday is you notice a decrease in humidity. Mostly dry on Sunday, maybe a shower in western New England again later on the day. So we'll keep you posted on it all. Of course, you can track it all with our app, the interactive radar. You get the alerts turned on for anything you need these next several days. The app is free in the App Store and Google Play. And if you want to check out our merchandise, you can at swag.onedegreeoutside.com. We'll see you with more weather tomorrow morning.